Welcome to the second in a recurring series of Roamies on a brand new topic. What is it? One-room schoolhouses. Yep. Okay, so maybe you're not old enough to remember Little House on the Prairie, right? Or maybe you live in a big city, an urban center, or perhaps you think all schools are the same size as the one that you graduated from. Not so. For many years during America's westward expansion after the Revolutionary War's conclusion, American pioneers carved entire settlements, towns, right out of foreboding wilderness. So now, did you know Ohio, which is the state that we're in as we continue the series, is known colloquially as the Buckeye State. And we can surely appreciate that in the early years of the 2020s, we still have this opportunity to learn from the rich well of our nation's history. And this series of Roamies is dedicated to these pioneers, schoolmasters and marms, who were servant leaders in their small towns, their villages, even outposts in the wilderness, as these prairies of a burgeoning American Midwest were settled. And to you, it is also dedicated. Now, who is you? Who am I speaking to on this, Roamie? You're someone who appreciates small town Americana. De Tocqueville, anyone? You, parents who want to rediscover what your ancestors left for you to learn from as you explore how to customize the educational journey for your 21st century household, because history matters in so many ways. You, the foodie. We'll talk more about that one later. And you, the student young person, you might have heard of or seen a classic TV show. Maybe you studied late 19th, early 20th century American history at a college university, or perhaps even in your home school or in your regular school. It is all of you that this series is dedicated to. So we now reach our next stop. Drum roll, please. It's the Harvey one-room schoolhouse. Where will you be traveling to see this Harvey one-room? Bucyrus in Crawford County. From the north, you can take 71, exit 176, or US 23. From the west or east, US 30. On the east, you can also pick I-76. And from the south, same as the north, I-71, same exit, US 23. This schoolhouse began its life as a log cabin circa 1835 during Andrew Jackson's presidency, known to many as Old Hickory. Ohio's governor at the time, Robert Lucas. Here's a Romeism. A little over 40 years later, it was replaced by the red brick structure that still stands today at the time of this recording in mid-2022. America's president at this time now was Ulysses S. Grant, and the governor of Ohio, William Allen. Now let's take another leap in history. Flash forward 2003, almost 20 years ago. Descendants of the original pioneer family, the Harveys, donated the brick schoolhouse and surrounding acreage to enable the restoration of the landmark. So why would you want to travel here? It's the vibe. You're experiencing living history. More later on this too. Far too many of us never learned to truly appreciate history. It is far, far more than mere dates and names on a 2D page. How long would you suggest I stay? My answer, at least long enough to learn this. It's an added Roamieism. You're in the bratwurst capital of the world. Did you know? Putting it in context further, I'd say 1 or 2 days should be more than enough. Did a cross-check of Airbnb without any date filters, didn't find any in Bucyrus itself, so you might end up staying nearby in one. An example would be Ontario, Ohio. Nearby places of interest. So what else can be explored on this Roamie, the second in the series? This is a wonderful, smaller town with some similarities to the first in the series, Delaware, yet it has quite a dose of its own charm. So here are some local attractions that caught my eye, not in any set or ranked order. Cooper's Mill, D. Picking and Company, Sears Woods State Nature Preserve, Baja Marine, Carl's Garage, and whoa, there's a live show honoring the Roaring 20s, a century later even. It was a real-life gin mill speakeasy that the venerable Al Capone used to stop off to visit. Check it out. So, to sum it up, whom would be most interested in the Roamie? Definitely history buffs. Capone. Enough said. Home educating families. You might want to talk with your co-op or head off as a single family household. Definitely campers, hikers, boaters because of the marine, and those who love nature because tranquility, peace, and solitude is often found in nature. So we wrap up this second in the series of Roamies on one-room schoolhouses with the Harvey one-room schoolhouse. I thank you so much for choosing to listen to this Roamie and explore everything that's been included for you. Thank you and happy exploring.